We're doing it.
Do it live. We'll do it live. James, I miss you.
I know. Can't believe this is all James' fault. Again, every week it's been his fault.
Yes, James is only. Definitely not mine ever.
Never. We always have to blame it on Jim.
Always. Always.
Always.
Always. Why does my Snape sound too much like Squidward? Always. Always.
Oh, man.
If we wanted to get a guest on, we could too.
A guest?
Yeah.
Whom?
I don't know, just anyone who wants to.
Oh, true. Yeah.
This is negative last minute, but if we wanted to.
Yeah. I just put it in the chat.
Mhm.
Asked if anyone wants to join.
Your boy drinking water now.
Water as well.
I'm bad at drinking water, so I started drinking it this week much more.
Yeah, I've started having to drink more water as well. Which, like, I already thought I was drinking enough water, but my doctor was like, "Nah, you gotta drink more, dude."
How much did he say you need to drink?
80 ounces, I think.
Yeah, okay, that's good. That's what I'm doing. I got this 40-ounce bottle. I've been drinking 2 of them a day. So
heck yeah.
I prefer that to the gallon size bottle that people do
yeah,
or the massive Stanley cup.
Mm-hmm.
But
do we have any viewers in the chat?
I think we have one. Hello,
Say
viewer.
hello in the chat if you're in the chat.
I would like to say hello. Dude,
Yes,
it's been way too long.
It has been way too long. It has been way, way, way too long. I guess I'll just go ahead and do a quick little intro just for the pod feed.
Yeah.
And then we can just start chatting. Hopefully we'll get people joining in the chat at some point.
Sweet.
And if we don't, then, we're just going to be talking to nothing.
Sound good.
But that's how it usually rolls. We're always talking to nothing. Because we're talking to Jim and he's nothing. Because he's not here right now.
Ouch. Jim's dead to me.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to go do the intro. Hey, everyone, and welcome back to the Banter Fodder podcast. We're doing things a little bit differently today. So we're doing movie hangs. We haven't done this in a while. And I'm just joined by my co-host. Did it again. I was thinking of like the last time I did that, and then it just came out. But yeah, I'm joined by my co-host Michael Hoover Dam. There's no Jimmy Jam, the Walker Texas Ranger man today.
Yeah,
unfortunately, he is sick. So,
man, we've been pushing some. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. We've been pushing some good movie talks back the last few weeks, y'all.
We really have. We were going to do an episode on Once Upon a Time in the West, and we had to push that back a couple of times. And then we were like, you know what? It's already October. Let's just save it for later, and we'll stick to our plan of doing spooky movies this month. And tonight we were going to also do an episode on Signs, but because James got sick, we were like, we can't do that episode without him, because all three of us, spoiler alert, love
hate
that
movie.
Yeah, we hate the movie. We hate it.
It's terrible.
M. Night's worst.
Can you believe they did water? Idiots.
It's like the IGN meme. I can't remember which Pokemon it was, but they reviewed it and they were like 7 out of 10, too much water. That's what this movie is.
That sounds like an IGN rating.
Yeah, but definitely we're gonna do a Signs episode next week. No more pushing it back. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. It has to. I am so excited to talk about that movie.
Yeah,
because I love this movie. I love it. Love it.
You were sending voice messages earlier today in our group chat, and man, that score is just
I'm fired phenomenal. Up, y'all. I need to talk about James Newton Howard, and I need to give him the credit that he's due that he never gets. Nobody talks about him.
Nobody does. It's a shame.
Is so good. But we will do it next week.
Hopefully. We'll see. All right. Well, let's start this thing off. So, Michael, give me like a couple of things that you've been watching lately, or a lot. It doesn't matter, but because I've got a lot of stuff that I want to chat about.
And I hope I am decent to chat about them with, because I think that there's definitely some on that list at least that I haven't seen. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll find.
But we can also let this conversation just kind of go, like, wherever. It doesn't have to.
Yeah, and I put in the description, I was like, we're just chatting about movies that we've been watching, and then also like I also put in there that like we'll probably chat about like upcoming releases that we're excited for and stuff. So
for sure,
because we only have a few months left in the year, and so there's definitely a lot of movies coming out, but
we're running out of months.
It would be easy to be like, oh, well, I'm excited for this in October, this in November, and this in December. So, but the conversation will go whichever way it goes. Yeah.
And if you're in the chat and you want us to talk about something, put it in the chat and we'll talk about it.
Well, yeah, exactly.
This is a hangout, a communal experience, y'all.
Exactly.
Want a fellowship.
Dude, that's what we should have called it, movie fellowships.
The Fellowship of the Movies.
The Fellowship of the Banter. Fodder.
Fodder. Okay, so I'll just start with, I guess, the couple things I've been watching. I've watched a few movies over the last few weeks, and I've been watching some television as well. Nothing hardcore. I'm not like hardcore binging anything, but I've been watching just stuff here and there. So, I'll start with, obviously, I watched Once a Time in the West. I'll tell you. I watched Once Upon a Time in the West, and I'm going to save my thoughts on that. But I'm excited to talk about it. I'll just say that. I watched Days of Thunder for the first time. This has become a weird thing for me. I never thought that I would think this, but this genre, Days of Thunder, F1, Gran Turismo, Ferrari, sort of. Not really. Ford v Ferrari. Love that one. Racing movies, apparently I'm like a fan. I love racing movies when they're done well. And so
you're a racist. No, I'm just kidding.
Boy, oh boy. You really can't be doing that.
Out of context.
But no, I really liked this movie. It's not as good, I don't think, as F1. It's not as good as, like, I mean, I guess I wouldn't put Top Gun Maverick is going to be in the same genre. I'm going to say it's not as good as Top Gun Maverick or the original Top Gun, I don't think. But I do think it is a freaking great time, and I had a blast with it. I love the vibes. Really good direction. That's Tony Scott. again with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
They had a great thing going back then, I think. And
they did.
I really, really liked it. I'm it's been a couple of weeks since I watched it, so I'm not super fresh on the details. But I really, really did. I really did enjoy it. There's not a lot going on under. I put in my Letterboxd review. There's not a lot going on under the hood of this one. It's pretty. What's on the screen is what's there. Not a lot of deep themes or anything like that. It's just a great time with great vibes and honestly, really well filmed racing stuff for the time, especially. Really impressive. And I really like Tom Cruise and Robert Duvall going off of each other. I think that they were really, really a good combo. And Nicole Kidman was in this as well. She was really good. Rest in peace.
Somehow heartbreak feels good in a place like this.
Yeah. Rest in peace to her marriage with Keith Urban. But I keep up with things. But Carrie Elwes was in it. Michael Rooker was in it. John C. Reilly was in it. Just a stacked cast, and all of these were like minor characters because they were like nobodies back then. So
yeah,
Michael Rooker was fantastic, by the way. That might have been, I don't know, Yondu is so good, but that might have been my favorite character he's played. Actually, he and Tom Cruise were like kind of rival turn friends, and they were great together. I really, really enjoyed their dynamic. So yeah, Days of Thunder. If you haven't seen it, it's a good time.
I haven't seen it, but I really do want to see it. I can't remember. I think it was Patrick H. Willems made a video. I don't remember.
I love him. I love that guy.
Yeah, I do too. I don't remember if it was about Days of Thunder or if he had just mentioned it in a video. He might have just mentioned it in the video. But I was like, man, I really got to see this one. And it's not like rated super low on Letterboxd, but it doesn't have like the highest ratings either. I feel like most people are like around 3s, but like, honestly, everything that I've seen from it, I'm like, this just looks like a fun movie to me that I really, really enjoy. And sometimes you want like vibes like that. And
I kept finding myself smiling and laughing, and not in a bad, like, not ironically. It's just genuinely so fun. Yeah. And I think you'd give it at least 3.5. That's what I gave it. I gave it 3.5. I think I can't see you even lower than that.
It feels like that would be like that kind of movie for me. But I don't know. I really like to watch it sometime soon. Because
his name is Cole Trickle. Cole Trickle. I mean,
not to be confused with Dick Trickle. What an elite name! Like, I can't believe that's can't believe there's actually someone named Dick Trickle in real life.
I can't either. Is that real?
It is real. I'm not even making a bit. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure he's an athlete of some sort. I can't remember what sport, but
Dick Trickle.
Dick Trickle.
Best golfer in the world. I don't know why he has to be a golfer, but I think he is.
You know what? I'm not gonna go there. Anyways, Tony Scott, I think obviously he's a good director, but I think he just nails like the unnatural lighting, like the stylistic lighting so well.
Yep.
I wish we got more modern films that took notes from him and like old school James Cameron, have bright blue skies at night and have the neon like lights that don't make any sense why they're there,
and too much fog and doesn't make any sense why it's there. Just do it.
It just looks cool. Sometimes you just got to make a movie that looks cool and it doesn't have to look realistic.
Spielberg too.
Spielberg. Yeah, exactly. Speaking of Spielberg, I watched a Spielberg movie.
Oh,
this is a perfect segue.
What a segue! Dude, what a
I randomly, I don't know why, but my girlfriend and my sister and we were looking for a movie to watch, and we just randomly decided to watch E.T. I haven't seen it in years, probably since I was a kid.
I haven't seen it in years either. Not that long, but
yeah, But man, that movie is magical.
Yes, it is.
I remember liking it as a kid, but I don't know. There's something about like this rewatch. It like fully clicked for me. It's just, man, super entertaining, really heartfelt, and the direction goes crazy. There's a dolly zoom shot when the researchers are like getting closer to the neighborhood, and they're at like the top of a hill, and the camera like it does the like, you know, for those of you who don't know what a dolly zoom is, it's the technique that that you use when you zoom a camera in while like pulling it back, or like vice versa. And
the Jaws thing,
the Jaws shot, yeah. And so Spielberg does another one of these in E.T.
Oh,
but it's just, it's so cool. The researchers are at the top of the hill, and as the camera like pans up a bit to like see, like overlook the neighborhood, it just starts expanding. It's the way it's done is just unreal stuff. So you've got like just really cool shots in a movie that, like, yeah, I know it's Spielberg, but like it's a family movie. It doesn't need to go this crazy. And then you've also got some fantastic editing. You have the classic like Amblin logo with ET flying at night over the moon. And then also I forgot that they redid that shot, but during the day with the sun in the background. That's freaking cool. I don't know. There's just this movie just feels like pure magic in a bottle. So I had an amazing time rewatching it.
What did you give that rating?
So I think I had it at a 4 before. I bumped it up to a 4.5.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Dude, I need to watch that one again. I only remember loving it, but I don't remember much about it other than I feel like Spielberg movies, they're really easy just to have like in your head. I don't remember what this movie is about, but I remember it looked like this. There's like vibes in my head. I remember the vibes. I remember how it looked and felt, and I remember it was super sweet and moving. And I remember John Williams' score, I think, is super underrated.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It doesn't get talked about enough as one of his best, which is fair because he has other insanely good ones, obviously, like all-timers. But like, I think this one it should be at least talked about as one of his best too.
100%.
Yeah.
So I definitely recommend rewatching it sometime soon. And you know, it's not a spooky movie, but it is set like around Halloween. So no better time to rewatch it than now.
You know what is spooky? Spiders. And you know what I watched?
I don't like spiders.
Spider-Man. That was my segue.
I kind of forgot. I forgot that you rewatched Spider-Man, and I kind of forgot that they were doing the rerun.
Yeah. That was just my excellent segue. Yeah. So I missed 1 and 3. Unfortunately, I did get to catch Spider-Man 2 on the big screen, the re-release last weekend, and holy crap, you guys, that movie. I always remembered that was my favorite Spider-Man movie. In my mind, it's been my favorite for years now, and so that wasn't a surprise that it was great. Oh, pause. Yes.
Oh, we need some help because we need Bowser. Bowser is wrong. We can't do it. Mommy can't do it.
Are you playing Mario 64? Is it Mario 64? There's a 64 controller. You can pair that one.
We need your help.
Mommy can do it. I know she can. He is so freaking hilarious. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I knew that. I hope that was entertaining for everybody. I knew that Spider-Man 2 was one of my. It was the best Spider-Man movie in my head, even better than the Spider-Verse movies. I know. I love them so much, but Spider-Man 2, I always had that as the best Spider-Man movie for years now. But when I got done with this movie, I sat there as Dashboard Confessional was blaring in the theater, and I'm just like the happiest, giddiest millennial ever. I sat there thinking, is this the best comic book movie ever? And I'm not saying it definitely is, but I am saying it's definitely in my top 3 at the very least. And I might settle on it as my I need to rewatch there's a few at my top, my top 3 or 4. And Bubby, I'm talking to my friends right now. Can you just let mommy help you? Mommy's trying. You need to support her.
But
okay. Go tell mommy that she can totally do it.
But he can't because he's so small.
She can do it, Bubby.
No, he can't.
Oh gosh, help me, y'all. But anyway, I need to rewatch like The Dark Knight, and I need to rewatch like Winter Soldier, and like there's like a few that I have, like Logan. There's a few I have as my top 5, and I need to kind of rewatch those and see how I would rank it. But at this moment, I can easily see Spider-Man 2 becoming my favorite, and it has everything.
It's got everything.
Movie. It's got everything. It does, though. It has everything we want in comic book movies nowadays. This movie does have it. Like, it's got artistic vision. Honestly, still visually stunning. Like, it looks really, really good. Obviously, there's a few shots here and there that are just naturally going to be. I literally don't even care about that. This movie came out in like what 2002, 4. I think it's
4, yeah.
So who cares? Like, it looks great for the most part.
And it's got the power of the sun in the palm of my hand.
In the palm of my hands. It's got Doc Ock is such an iconic villain.
Alfred Molina is
so good.
Insane in that role.
He is so good in that role. And it has like, from a technical standpoint, it's directed like nothing else. It's incredible. Sam Raimi was having the time of his life, I feel like. It's artistic. There's humor. It's genuinely really funny, but it never undercuts anything serious. I would say almost. I don't remember thinking at one time that it did, and so, the humor just balanced perfectly, and then it perfectly attacked the or just really just hit hard on the sacrifice of what I want versus what the world needs, and being responsible with the gifts you've been given,
with the great power,
the great power that you've been given. And it really, obviously Uncle Ben says that in the first one early on, and that's the theme of Spider-Man in general. But like, this trilogy, I think, just kind of hits that harder than anything. And it really, that any comic book movie that I've seen, and it makes it a really weighty movie. It's frustrating at times because I want him. There's things that are in this movie that are like, yeah, Peter, you should go. It's good that you want to be a better student and show up to class on time. And it's good that you want to be a better friend and be there for everybody and be there for your friends. And those are good things. But he's got these gifts that he's being torn apart because to do that, he has to basically ignore this other part of him. And if he does the other part of him, he has to sacrifice his desires because he has to protect the ones that he loves. And so he can't have what he wants. And it's so heavy and it hits that so well. And I just don't think there's very many superhero movies that do that. And I think, yeah, Spider-Man 2, is it the best superhero movie of all time? Drop in the comments below. We're on YouTube, right? But yeah, I just am floored by it. I had the best experience just in the theater and watching this, and again, dashboard confessional, vindicated, playing during the credits. And no post credit scene was a relief. It's like, it's really nice. I'm so tired of post credit scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that was an incredible experience. And if you missed the re-release, I still recommend anyone go back and watch that movie again. The first and the second one, especially, both of them, but the second one.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely need to rewatch the trilogy soon. I really wish I could have seen all three on the big screen. I just hate like how limited the re-release was for each of them. Like,
yeah, I know.
I kind of wish it was like 1 week, like every day for the week.
Yeah,
you got Spider-Man 1, then you got Spider-Man 2 for a full week, then you got Spider-Man 3 for a full week. But it was like so many, like
it's literally Friday, Spider-Man 1, Saturday Spider-Man 2, Sunday Spider-Man 3, and then the next weekend again, and that's it. The
show times were also so limited too. Like
there's only a couple a day. Yeah,
there weren't like a lot of great options. And I get it, but at the same time, it's like, man, you could have had a couple more days in there.
Would have been nice.
It really would have. But yeah, I really need to rewatch those soon. I was thinking about rewatching the Spider-Verse movies soon as well, because I saw something. It was something about the new one. I think like they're pushing the release date forward for the new Spider-Verse movie by like a few weeks or something like that. So it's releasing like it's not a huge amount of time earlier, but it's releasing a few weeks earlier, which is nice.
Okay.
But yeah, I definitely need to rewatch the Raimi trilogy. I also watched a superhero movie recently. I rewatched Superman because they put it out on Max. They put it on Max before, I can't remember if they released it physically and then put it on Max, or if it released on Max and then released physically. But my physical copy for Superman was like super delayed. It was delayed by like a few weeks. So I ended up just watching it on Max. And my sister hadn't seen it yet. So she really wanted to watch it. And that movie is just endlessly rewatchable. I could watch it a million times. I saw it in theaters like 3 times, I think. So I think this was my 4th time rewatching it. That's a lot of rewatches for me in a single year. So I don't know. I love that movie so much. It's not perfect, but I've rewatched it so many times that I feel like I've kind of like fully accepted the flaws with it, and I can just enjoy it for what it is without really like being like, oh man, I wish like this wasn't here, that wasn't here. It's fun. It's a fun time.
Sorry, I was kind of talking to my family. Yeah. So this is Superman, James Gunn's Superman?
James Gunn's
Superman.
Okay,
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome, dude.
I'm a punk rocker. Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
But yeah, and like, oh man, the scenes that I absolutely love in it, they still hit. Brian Valco in the comments said that he has a soft spot for Iron Man 3.
I do too.
Yes, sir.
I really like that movie. Haven't seen it in several years, so I'd like to watch it again.
Same.
Is it kind of Christmassy? Is it kind of a Christmas movie?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll watch it in December.
Yeah. Which, oh man.
We should do that. It's a Wonderful Life, Home Alone, Iron Man 3.
Or we could just do like half of Shane Black's filmography, because like half his movies are set during Christmas or have Christmas in them in some capacity. Mitch asked, wait, no signs? Where's Jim? Jim threw up. He threw up. He's sick, so no signs, no Jim. No signs of Jim either. But Mitchie man, if you aren't doing anything right now, you can hop in here and join the discussion. We're just kind of chatting about stuff we've been watching lately. So it'd be fun to have you in here if you wanted to.
That's right.
Invitations free and open, just for you though. Other stuff I've been watching, because we watched The Searchers and Once Upon a Time in the West, I also watched a couple more Westerns. Whoa, I just heard some like bass there.
My bad.
Best pukes in movie. Let me think.
In his honor, best pukes in movie.
Yeah.
That's great, Brian.
Definitely The Exorcist has to be up there for sure.
Oh,
Dang.
wait. Hold on.
A
lot of my favorite ones are in TV, I feel like. There's a really funny one in Parks and Rec. I'm trying to remember when it happened, but I remember the beat by beat of how it happened.
It was probably the episode where they all got sick, right?
Actually, I don't think it was.
Okay.
The flu season one. Oh,
Yeah,
what a great episode. Stop pooping. There's an episode of The Office where the cold open is one person starts throws up in a trash can and it causes a chain reaction and everybody in the office throws up. That's a good one.
That's an all-timer right there.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of just like really gross ones. I keep thinking Dumb and Dumber has one, but that's poop.
What's the difference, right?
Well, if you don't know, that's not good.
Yeah, I can't really like
on the spot. I'm having a really hard time.
I know. It's like I can like this is what Google any other day. I can be like, yeah, this scene in this movie nasty because I hate vomit in movies. But being put on the spot, I can't really think of any. But because of the Western theme that we were doing, I watched a couple of Westerns. So I watched Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid for the first time. And that movie's rad. It's not as great as I was hoping it would be. I don't know. I have some friends, even we have some mutual friends who have it at like 4.5 and 5 stars. And I just don't see how or why. Because it's a really fun movie. And it does some cool stuff stylistically. And I think overall it's really good. There's also some weird stuff in it. There's a needle drop in the movie that I just was not a fan of. Like, I don't hate the song. I don't hate the scene on its own, but it doesn't fit the rest of the film at all. So I think there's just like a couple things here and there where I'm like, this doesn't like fully work for me. But I still thought it was awesome. And Paul Newman is fantastic in it. And then also Robert Redford is fantastic in it too. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
But yeah, that was a really fun one. I also watched Red River, which is a John Wayne classic. That one was really good. Like, I probably liked it. I have both Butch Cassidy and Red River at 4 stars. I probably preferred Red River over the two. It's just a really good like journey movie. And there's some pretty fantastic stuff on display here just in terms of filmmaking. There's an insane amount of cattle on screen all at once. And there's a particular scene, I don't really want to go into spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it, that involves cattle that just absolutely floored me. I've never seen anything like it before. And the fact that this happens in a film that came out in the 40s is super impressive. John Wayne is really good in it. And then also, I'm blanking on his name. Let me pull it up real quick. Montgomery Clift, who plays the second lead role, is fantastic in it. So I really enjoyed that one. I see why it's a classic for a reason. And it's definitely one where I'm like, I would totally rewatch it again. Because it was just super, super entertaining. And it feels very different than something from The Searchers. Like, since this movie was filmed in the 40s, it has like the very like classic Hollywood feel to it. But it still feels epic at the same time. So I don't know, really good one. And then I've also been watching a little bit of Gunsmoke here and there, and that's been an absolute blast. So I've been on the Western kick, and I want to keep just watching a bunch of blind spots that I have, because I've really, really been enjoying them so far.
I'm excited to watch more. I really enjoyed Searchers, though I don't think it's the perfect movie that I was told it was. But we already talked about that one. And then I can't wait to talk about Once Upon a Time in the West.
I know.
That movie floored me. Spoiler alert. Man, I can't wait. I really can't wait to go more into Westerns, because I think it's going to be, I'm probably going to not like some movies that people just love. And I'm sure there's going to be some that I do love, but I'm curious where I'm going to land on. Like, I have to watch The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And
you're going to love it.
I'm sure I will. I honestly am really excited to watch the Clint Eastwood Western stuff. I feel like I'm gonna love them. Yeah. I can't wait to watch Unforgiven. That one is one that's been on my list for years and years, and I just always feel like I'm gonna love that one. Stuff like that. I'm really excited to watch certain ones. I'm not super excited to watch like all the John Wayne movies or anything. I think he's good. I think he might be a little bit overly praised, but he's fine. He's good, and I get it.
Don't let James hear you say that.
I know. Don't let a lot of people hear me say. A lot of people, man, love that guy, and I get it. He's got the smile. He's got the charisma, and he is really genuinely. I thought he was very, very good in Searchers. Like, there's no denying it. I have seen other stuff with him in it. Just randomly, I brought this up on the pod, but at my like in-laws' house on TV, and I don't think that it's fine.
Yeah,
it's just
I feel like a lot of his stuff kind of blurs together.
It's the same. A lot of it that I've seen is he's the same in the movie, and even if the plot of the movie is different, but a lot of the movies feel the same too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm excited. Even still, I'm still excited to watch more of his so I can get more of a complete picture. I have seen True Grit with him, and I did think he was great in that. So there's that.
Yeah.
I do have, if you want to do this for a minute, this is only going to be interesting for video audience, but I have some movies that I've gotten at Goodwill within the last few months. If you want if you want to see. So I got The Majestic, which is Jim Carrey, and I've never seen, but it is Frank Darabont as the director, and Darabont is the director, which is the Shawshank Redemption director, and I feel like I've heard good things about this, so I'm excited to watch. This, but I got it for like $2. All of these I got for literally like $2. So, I got this sick Terminator 2 DVD. It's like it's like a steel book, but it's not. It's more of this is a sleeve, but I mean it's pretty dope.
That's cool.
Yeah, it really is like a steel book, but it's a sleeve instead. But I just couldn't pass that one up. I got Lonesome Dove because I figured I'd watch that one eventually. Have not seen it, but that is, we're in Western mode kind of. So
yeah,
got that one. Found this one today. Sound of Music, best musical of all time. Sound of Music. It's a 2-disc, so there's like bonus features and stuff. So that's cool. Unforgiven.
Nice.
Yep. So I'm excited to watch that one. Twister.
Ooh.
I've never seen this one. I've seen the sequel. I love Twisters, so I think I will love this one too. But I genuinely can't wait to watch it. I also I talk about this all the time. I love DVDs and I love like the cases and stuff. These are like a bunch of these are more of like the kind of, I feel like, frowned upon, but like I love these kind of cardboard cases that you open up and there's like the scene index with like art beside, or like there's something about them. I really like how they look and feel. I got the same thing with Mystic River. I've never seen this movie either.
Another good one. But
it's like I like it. It's just something about this kind of casing I just really like on my shelf. I think it looks really good.
Yeah.
And then the last one I got is the play Sweeney Todd with Angela Lansbury. I have seen this once in college. I watched this, and so I thought this was a great find because I don't remember if this was good or not, but I remember watching this in college.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are the odds that I would find the play on DVD? So I just thought that
was crazy.
So I've found some fun stuff lately.
Well, if we're gonna be showing stuff, let me grab a few things. I'm gonna turn off my camera for a second, but I'm gonna
show you guys. Showing me here?
You'll see.
So I'll just keep it going a little bit. Brian says, in my head, I keep mixing it up with Seth MacFarlane's spoof A Million Ways to Die in the West. Yeah, I keep doing that mixed with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I keep almost saying that too.
Let's see.
Like I'm actively trying not to say Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
All right, so
here we go.
I've got my Superman, James Gunn Superman steelbook here. It glows in the dark, which I can't demonstrate right now, unfortunately.
Oh, do it.
But yeah, it's
beautiful.
One of the coolest steelbooks that I have. It's awesome.
That's so cool. Jealous.
And then I found something unbelievable the other day. The 70th anniversary edition of Casablanca. Sealed. It's a limited edition. They only made 81,000 of these. And this is in the 17,000s.
Bro.
It comes with over 13 hours of like special features.
What?
Yeah. Which is just insane. It comes with an art book, coasters, a poster, and there's like one other thing that it comes with. But man,
that's sick. Okay,
an insane find.
Do you mind if I ask you how much did you pay for this?
Only $27.
No.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Sealed. And I was looking like online, like people were reselling them for about like $80 or something like that. So
I remember you sent me the picture. I forgot it was that low.
Yeah.
That's amazing, bro.
Yeah, I can't believe, I genuinely can't believe that I found it. Like,
God, that's so beautiful.
Yeah. So now that is like one of the coolest things that I own now.
Yes. It's sick.
Yeah. Dude,
Mitch says, I got a PS2 game today.
It did make Jim throw up.
Which game?
He got well, actually, I'll let him say it.
Yeah, say it, Mitch. I'm a punk rocker. Yes, I am. Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. Okay, yeah. I haven't played it, but I can imagine it's disgusting. Those games go crazy.
It's I mean, it's definitely gory. I feel like it's not on the level of like some of the other games, but that game is so much fun.
It's not for me, man. I played it too. Like I didn't grow up with the PlayStation. I didn't grow up with Mortal Kombat. I'm a Mario guy. So
yeah, we could tell earlier.
yeah. Dad, help. But I work at a video game store, obviously, so we test stuff, and I was testing a PS2 with one of the Mortal Kombat games, and I was like, holy crap, this is horrifying. Some of the stuff you can do in these games.
Yeah, you ain't seen nothing, dude.
Yeah, I haven't, I guess.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was a PS4. Maybe it was a PS4, so I have seen something.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was more modern now that I think about it. But yeah, anyway, there was a lot there. It's not my thing.
It is my thing. Speaking of my speaking of my thing.
It's like whoa.
Let's talk about a few more movies that I watched. So spooky season is upon us, and I do a spooky movie club with Mitch and James, who threw up. And
every time James comes up tonight,
and a couple of our other friends. And I watched Grave Encounters, which is a found footage film. And it's essentially like a group who has like a ghost hunting TV show, and they're like, hey, there's an abandoned asylum, let's go film there. It'll be really cool because it's spooky, and people say it's haunted and all this stuff. But like as far as them doing the TV show, it's like all for show. Like they aren't actual ghost hunters. They have all the equipment and everything, but like they even like hire actors to like be like different people and stuff like that. So it escalates as the film goes on. And one thing I really liked about it, not only is it just entertaining with its premise, but it's not like super jump scary the whole time. And I feel like it does a really good job of pacing. And that's something that I really appreciate, especially in like a found footage film, because they pretty much rely heavily on jump scares, but this one didn't feel like overbearing with that. And it doesn't necessarily like reinvent the wheel or anything for the genre, but it's just a great time. And I definitely recommend it for any found footage enjoyers out there. And even if you don't love
Cloverfield, baby.
Yeah, even if you don't love found footage films, though, it's super entertaining. So I had a great time with it.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like one I'll hurry and watch.
Yeah, it's probably not for you.
I like Blair Witch Project. I did like that. I've actually seen it, and I really do love Cloverfield. I'm not being facetious. I actually do like that movie a lot. So there's that. But I do find that a tired genre in general.
Dude, I am the biggest found footage hater I know.
You are?
No, there was a long while where I just really disliked them, but as I've seen more, I've really started to appreciate it more. And I think it's just because like beforehand, the only ones that I saw, like a lot of them weren't super impressive, but like Rec, like REC for record, that one is fantastic. Cloverfield is obviously awesome. I'm definitely butchering how you pronounce this, but we just we say it like this in the Spooky Club chat, but it's called Gonjim. That's what we call it. It's Gonjian. It's a Korean film, super awesome. Love that one. And there's a couple others here and there, like Grave Encounters that I really enjoyed. Hell House LLC was really cool. And then Ghost Watch, which is like just absolutely fantastic. It was a BBC.
You told us. I remember you talking about this one.
Yeah, we talked about it last year for sure, but it was like a BBC special, and it got banned and all this stuff. Crazy. Yeah, it's gone, Jim.
Where's the gym gone?
Threw up.
Brian said, "Where did I find that footage? In the garbage." He does not like found footage, I guess.
I was there once too, but I've been enlightened now. Yeah, Michael, I definitely think that Ghost Watch is one that you would be able to watch and enjoy for sure.
Okay, I'll put that one on my thousands of pages movie list that I have.
Exactly.
No,
what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, I've been watching through very slowly, way too slowly. I'm actually kind of mad about how slow I've been watching through. But Poker Face season 1, still on season 1. But I did the other night. I watched a few episodes back to back, and I had a great time. So it was the one in season 1 with the play with Tim Meadows and the girl. So there's that one. And then I watched the one with the race car driver.
Yeah.
And I watched the one at the retirement home.
Oh yeah.
That one's one of my favorites, dude.
Yeah, that one's fantastic.
That one's so good. I love it. I think it's called Time of the Monkey, which is another great title. Yeah. That is one of my favorite episodes of the season for sure. And the next ones that I have are the one that is like a it's like a I am blanking on the name. What is his name? It's the guy that works at ILM. He's worked there forever. Phil Tippett. It's like a Phil Tippett. Yeah, it's like
that's one of my favorite episodes.
It's like a love letter to Phil Tippett kind of deal. And it is awesome. I love that episode. I'm on that one. That's the next one I'm watching, and then after that is Escape from Shit Mountain, which is the episode of the season for me. I think it's
such a great run going from the retirement home to the Phil Tippett one to that one.
Yeah, and then you had the finale after that, which is also great. So that I think that's where the season is in its stride for sure. I think that I did really enjoy the race car one more than I remembered liking it.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoyed the play one more as well, more than I remembered. I did not love the Texas barbecue one as much as I thought as much as I remembered.
Yeah.
I really liked the second one. The first one's great. The first episode with Adrian Brody is so good. And I really like the next one, which is the one with the guy that worked at Subway in the small town.
Yeah.
That one was actually, I still love that one. But there's like a couple episodes in a row there where it's like, okay, this is like the down point in the season, but it's still fun. It's never not fun, but it is when you get to this point where it's the time of the monkey, and then it's the one about basically, you know, the love letter to Phil Tippett one. I cannot remember the name of it. And then it's Escape from Ship Mountain, and then it's the finale. It's like, it is just such a show. It is so good. So I'm actually, I bet you when I get off of here tonight, I think I'll probably finish the season, or at least watch a couple of episodes.
Heck yeah.
That's what I haven't had a ton of movies to report, but I watched some of that, and then I've been watching randomly. I started New Girl again the other night. I've seen like probably 5 times. I've seen like 4 or 5 seasons, and then I just stop for some reason. I don't know what. I have never seen the end of the show.
The same thing has happened with me too. Which is also weird because, as far as I understand, it's like one of the few comedy shows that like it's great all the way throughout the entire show.
I think what it is for me is as it goes on, and this is a thing that just happens in sitcoms in general, but I feel like as it goes on, certain characters are just kind of cartoonish, like cartoon characters. Winston is like is just ridiculous by the end of the show, or at least by the point that I got to. I feel like to a point Schmidt is as well, but he's always been ridiculous. So.
I love Schmidt.
I do too, man. He's so freaking funny all day. I think I relate to Nick way more than I want to admit.
Friday Night Gentlemen is on. It's on and popping in here.
Put $1 in the jar. No, I really love the show though. I think at its height, I think New Girl is a fantastic show.
Yeah.
With the name, I don't like the name New Girl though. I don't like the name because after the first episode, she's not new anymore. So I don't think the name works great, but I've always loved the first several seasons of the show. Maybe one day I'll finish it.
Yeah, no, that's one I need to go back to and finish eventually. I've also been watching a comedy show. So I've been watching the IT Crowd.
Ooh, I've seen a couple episodes of that.
That show is hilarious. So I watched it for the first time, like on, I can't remember if it was Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, but
very British.
It is very British. I went to go like spend time with my girlfriend's family, whichever day that was, and her uncle had put the IT Crowd on just in the background, but I ended up watching it. I was like, this is funny, so I ended up watching the show. And as far as I understood, it was only on the British streaming network. I can't remember what it's called, but I couldn't find it anywhere else. And then I went on Pluto TV because that's where like Gunsmoke and a lot of other like classic Western shows were at. Like the only place that you can find them. And so I was watching that on there, and then I just randomly saw the IT Crowd on like one of the live channels, and I was like, oh wait, it's here? Because like I was like, I just kept thinking about it, and I'm like, man, I really want to watch this show. So I started watching that. I think I only have 1 episode left in the second season. There's only like 5 or 6 episodes per season, and there's only like British five seasons, I think. But man, It's so funny.
British television paved the way for Disney Plus shows.
So just another thing to blame on the British.
Those 6-episode seasons, that's the sweet spot. No, stop.
But yeah, what's his name? I'm blanking on the character names. Yeah. Chris. I'm not even gonna pronounce his last name. He's the guy from Bridesmaids, and he's one of the
curly hair, and glasses guy.
No, not him. But he's great too.
He's the guy my brain goes to when I think of this show because I've only seen a couple episodes, but I remember him.
No, he's great. I think an underrated character though is the guy from Bridesmaids. He's so freaking funny in that show. Like every time he speaks, I laugh, and I think like part of it is just the way he talks is just so funny. But like his line delivery is just perfect every time.
Yeah, and he's funny. I recognize him.
Yeah, there's an episode. There's an episode where he pretends to be in a wheelchair, and then and he goes to he goes to like a play. Yeah, that I cannot believe the stuff that happens in that episode. Yeah, but it is unbelievably funny. So yeah, that's just been like a show that I've been putting on when I'm like, all right, I just need something light to watch and laugh at. But it's been a great time. And then also, I've been watching the Great British Baking Show because the new season came out.
British TV guy.
Exactly. But one of the hosts, Noel, is a character in the IT crowd, and he's like a side character, but he like shows up in several episodes. Literally the most random, just like stupid, over the top character that is just randomly there. And he talks like this the entire time, and he looks into the camera and does this, and it's just like breaking the fourth wall. It's like so stupid, but hilarious stuff. So yeah, that's been a good time. That's pretty much all I've been watching as far as TV goes. Nice. And then I just have like a couple more movies that I watched, but I saw One Battle After Another on the big screen. I really want to see it again on the big screen.
I gotta see it.
You do. I loved it. And I went into it being a little bit skeptical. I love a lot of other PTA films. I don't love Inherent Vice. I need to rewatch it. I need to give it another chance.
This eventually. Is a common thing I hear, though. I haven't seen it myself. It's generally, I feel like that's the one that I always hear.
It's his like least film, but it's still like a lot of people still really love it, or like it. It's just, I don't know. Something about it didn't work for me. It feels very different than his other films. I don't know. And a lot of people are like, but the vibes are so good. I don't love the vibes in the movie. James will say the same thing. But I was a little worried because One Battle After Another is an adaptation. It's more or less a loose adaptation. Inherent Vice is a direct adaptation of a Thomas Pynchon album by the same name. One Battle After Another is a loose adaptation of Vineland. And so I was a bit worried going in that, you know, even though I loved the trailers, I thought the trailers were great. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to love this. And then the first 30 minutes or so, and Mitch shares the kind of same thoughts that I have on that. There's a couple of things where I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. In retrospect, it makes sense and it works a lot more. Like on this, like in the moment when you're first starting the film, though, it's weird. I'm not going to go into details. You'll see when you get there. I think on a rewatch, the first 30 minutes are going to work a lot better for me. And there's fantastic stuff in there. That's just like the only like part of the film where I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. The rest of the movie though, and I mean like even from the beginning of the film, those first 30 minutes, I was locked in. Like I was like, I'm in for this ride. But you get to a certain point after that 30 minutes and it does a time jump. And from that point on, it is some of the best filmmaking I've seen. Some of the best, like, just direction, cinematography. You have a incredible score from Greenwood. And
guy, man,
he's no stranger to doing great stuff, but like this score is, I haven't heard a score like this before. It's so weird, but like I don't know, man. Like it's interesting. Very unique. So I love the score in it. The performances from literally everyone is top tier stuff. And even Chase Infinity, who plays Leonardo DiCaprio's character's daughter, this is her first feature film, and you can't even tell. Like, she is phenomenal in this film. So
yeah, I've heard that too a lot.
And then Benicio del Toro, oh man, Sean Penn, incredible. But then you also have all these like random side characters, and everyone's great in those roles. But I think it's fantastic. You're gonna have a lot of people who are gonna say stuff about political blah blah blah. Don't listen to it. Just don't listen to it. Just watch the movie. Enjoy the movie. I think that the film has a lot to say. I think that a lot of people are misinterpreting a lot of what it's saying, and a lot of people are projecting.
It's so woke, right?
It's so woke.
I'm just guessing that's what they're saying.
Oh, there's a lot of people saying that. But if you actually watch the film and you see, ultimately, yes, there it touches on a lot of social issues, and some things I think are relevant to today for sure. But ultimately, this is a father-daughter film, and it is fantastic at that. And I'd say that the like main theme of the film is something that is relevant not just for today, but like throughout history. Like it is just a universal theme that fits perfectly with parenthood. So I don't know, I really loved it, and I think I'm only gonna love it even more on a rewatch. At least I hope so.
As a dad, so I'm gonna say that this one hit hard as a dad.
Yeah, exactly. Although you may not want to be exactly like Leonardo DiCaprio in this.
I've seen the trailers and I can already agree with that.
But at the same time, it's like, man, yeah, but he also kind of is a great dad. So it is a ride. It's an absolute trip. Oh man. Yeah, like I can't stop thinking about it, which is how you know.
Yeah.
How you know it's good. And
that's how Magnolia for me, man. Like it really was. I felt the exact same way you felt about the first 30 minutes of the movie you're talking about. Yeah. For the first act of Magnolia, I was like, what the hell am I watching? This is, we've taken an hour up and we're finally introduced all the characters, I think. What is this movie? And man, when it not ties everything together, but when everything does start to like, hit the groove, it's like, oh man, it's good. And then the second watch was very, very helpful for me, for sure. So maybe it'll be the same for you on this one.
Yeah, I really hope so. And
PTA's movies are challenging, and I've only seen 2. So like
they are, because the next watch, Punch Drunk Love, I rewatched it. And that's a movie I've talked about it before several times on the pod. The first time I watched it, I didn't love it. There was things I liked about it, and I think most importantly, I respected it just from a creative standpoint. But I didn't like it. Didn't click with me. I rewatch it. I'm like, man, was I an idiot the first time I watched it? And then I rewatched it again. And I was like, okay, I think this might actually be a masterpiece. And then I rewatched it once again recently. And I love this movie so much. It still to me is my favorite. I think it's my favorite Adam Sandler performance, but Uncut Gems is super close. But
Click.
I actually still haven't
no
seen
joke, dude. Click was the first movie where I was like, it sounds really dumb. Oh, I'm serious. That was the first movie I was like, whoa, he's acting. Like, he's really acting. That's really good. That movie actually does hit hard. It's got everything.
Yeah.
No, you should watch Click. It's actually
I should. But yeah, Punch Drunk Love, I love it. I love it. And Philip Seymour Hoffman, his performance in it is so good.
Just copy and paste that onto all of his performances.
Exactly. Every time he's amazing, but I freaking love him in this film. And then there's like so his character, Philip Seymour Hoffman's character in the film, he owns like a mattress store. They filmed a commercial like within the film, essentially, like set within the film, where he's playing his character, but it's for the like mattress store that his character owns. And I had never seen it before. And it's just a few minutes long, but it's so funny. So funny. He jumps off of like, I don't know, like, or he doesn't jump. He falls off of like a stack of like 8 mattresses or something like that. And it's just hilarious. So I watched that. And that was my first time seeing it. I somehow didn't know about it before. That was really funny. And then my final watch recently, I rewatched There Will Be Blood. That movie was not in my top 10 before, and with my top 10, I try to like keep it. I've tried to keep it like one film per director, but I think I might have to cheat and have Magnolia and There Will Be Blood in there, because I genuinely think There Will Be Blood is like not just PTA's best. I also think it's one of the best films ever made, period. Not just for the 2000s, just in general. I can't believe this movie exists.
It's insane.
It really is. Daniel Day-Lewis's performance, it's unmatched. Unmatched in that film.
Paul Dano would in any other movie that if he wasn't starring next to Daniel Day-Lewis, he would have gotten an Oscar for best lead in this movie. But Daniel Day-Lewis is just otherworldly.
Yeah. And it's so interesting going
the score too. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Seeing PJ's, like, when you go through his entire filmography and seeing his journey as a filmmaker, going from Hard 8 to Boogie Nights to Magnolia to Punch Drunk Love. Punch Drunk Love is kind of like the odd man out, I think, in those bunch. But they were at least his first 3 films were like very maximalist, and like the camera's always moving and doing all this crazy stuff, which I love. I love it. And there's always ensemble casts. Punch Drunk Love is different because it's just focused on 2 characters, and I think that's kind of what PTA started shifting to is after Punch Drunk Love, There Will Be Blood, all of his other films, it focuses on two characters. It's always about a relationship between two characters, whether it's a good one or a bad one. But stylistically, There Will Be Blood is like, when you look at everything he did before that, is so different. His movies are known for dialogue, and There Will Be Blood has a lot of it. But the first like 30 minutes or so, hardly any dialogue. You open up the film like without any dialogue, and you see him down in the mine just hitting his pickaxe and just listening to like that like raw like sound design, and then you've got this intense haunting score in the background. And then also from a visual standpoint, very different from his other work because the camera feels much more like intimate and it's not moving around as much in those early scenes. It's just crazy how he went from, he kind of established himself as like a director, and then has like a 4 or 5 year gap between his films, and then like does something that is unlike any of his other work. It's just crazy to me.
I need to rewatch it. I've only seen it the one time. I was floored. I sat there for like 10 minutes after it was done, and I was like, this is a 5-star, but I feel weird. Like, that movie ends very I mean, it's incredible, but it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
I don't know what I feel right now, but it is not happy. That was not fun. but it was something unlike I've ever seen before, and it was one of the great. It really is just one of those movies. Like, even if it's not, I always struggle with the conversation of like, oh, is it the best or is it your favorite? That stuff gets annoying to me sometimes, but sometimes there really, really is a fine line. And this is not one of my favorites, because I think for it to be a favorite, you have to have some level of rewatchability. And it's not unwatchable or unrewatchable because of anything wrong with the movie. It's incredible. But it's the similar thing with Schindler's List. It's just, it's a tough rewatch. It's just not something
you have to be in the right mindset.
You really do. And if I'm in that mindset, I might need to like seek therapy or something instead. No, but like, it's, you know what I mean? It's just, you really do have to be in a certain frame of mind, at least ready to go, like ready for it. And it's just not one that I'm in very often. And so, at some point I will. And I think it's why I haven't watched a ton of his movies, is because I think they are all like that. But it might not be true, but that's just why
it's not true.
That's just why I've been so slow to. I mean, even Magnolia, like, that movie's not hard to watch, but it's a lot.
It is a lot. Yeah,
it's a lot. It is a lot to process and think about, and it really is like a lot to juggle. No Paul Thomas Anderson movie I've seen so far has been an easy watch. You know what I mean? So where's his just like chill, fun, good time? I don't know if
Licorice Pizza.
Is that
I love that movie. It's just a hangout movie.
Okay, I can do
and
that.
it is so much fun.
I think I did hear someone describe Licorice Pizza as his what's the George Lucas movie?
American Graffiti.
American Graffiti is his American Graffiti.
It is. And my goodness, man. Again, his direction, and that's one of the films where he was the cinematographer for. It's just shot so beautifully. I love it. I love it. It's, it's not, that's not one where you're going to be like getting like an insane amount of depth from it, but like he does a hangout movie better than like anyone else right now, you know. So it's just
nice. Yeah.
It's so good.
By the way, Brian says, I think I remember Quentin Tarantino saying the weakness of the movie was Paul Dano.
Tarantino needs to stick to feet.
What's funny is I've actually heard him talk about There Will Be Blood, and have you heard him talk about it, Drew?
Yeah.
He's like, that movie actually like made me like get off my high horse and like be better. Like basically get off the mat and be like, that movie came out and he was like, I have to do better.
Yeah.
And I love that. That's so cool. But like apparently Paul Dano's a weakness of that movie. Okay.
No. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense though, because Tarantino and PTA, they both had like their start kind of around the same time, I feel like. And so and I remember like seeing a lot of stuff from like Roger Ebert and like other critics, and the discourse around the time is like, oh, there's these two up and coming, you know, filmmakers. We got Tarantino and Paul Thomas Anderson. So they were like always kind of like in the same conversations together, which is funny too, because Boogie Nights feels like his Tarantino movie in a way. But yeah, there will be blood though. Phenomenal stuff. So now that I've rewatched Punch Drunk Love again and There Will Be Blood, I really want to go back and just rewatch all of his other films. Because man, I really think he is just one of the best working directors and writers especially right now.
I think the one that's calling out to me to watch next is The Master.
That's a
not
good
sure
choice.
why. I just know it. I keep hearing it's great. But I also really want to watch Punch Drunk Love. I really do. So maybe I'll watch that in February.
Yeah, no, that would be a great time to watch it. Punch Drunk Love. It's not like a hangout movie, like easily watchable in the same way that like Licorice Pizza is, but Punch Drunk Love is also super rewatchable, just in a very different way. It's a weird movie, and if you can get past the weird, and when I say weird, it's not Magnolia weird. You haven't seen this kind of weird before, but when you buy into
this is what I mean, man. PTA every time is like, you've never seen anything like this before, but if you can just buy into what he's doing, every movie of his, that's why I'm saying it's not an easy person to just watch his filmography.
But I feel like Hard 8, Boogie Nights, The Master, Licorice Pizza, all of those, you can just watch them. And I mean, The Master is not an easy watch, like just with how heavy it gets. But those are like definitely more accessible than like a lot of his other stuff. But I really think that you'd like Punch Drunk Love a lot. Like especially from a music standpoint too, because it's just super unique instruments and like.
Is it Greenwood again?
No, it's John Bryan.
Okay.
The same guy who did he did the Magnolia score.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. But a lot of weird instruments used for the Punch Drunk Love score.
Nice.
And then you also have the main theme in it is just the sweetest like piano and strings, and it feels like magic with the theme, and it works so well for all the scenes that it's in. Yeah, this is just my elevator pitch of you really need to watch this movie.
I will. I promise.
Yeah. But that's what I've been watching lately.
You've watched way more than me.
It didn't even like feel like I had been watching that much. I feel like I haven't been watching nearly as much as I normally would, but I did watch a good amount of stuff since our last review.
I've missed so much theater stuff this year.
Same.
Such a bummer. Like I really hate it, but it's just one of those years, just like life. It's just not. It's not the year to go to the theater 40 times or 50 times.
Life is lifing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I still really want to watch The Smashing Machine, but I also really want to rewatch One Battle After Another before it leaves. And then I know it's not coming out until like around Christmas time, but I just saw Marty Supreme, which is Josh Safdie's film with Timothée Chalamet.
Mm-hmm.
That just had a surprise screening at the New York Film Festival, and the buzz that's getting, they're like, okay, One Battle After Another has competition for Best Picture and like a bunch of other nominations now, so I'm getting pretty pumped for that one.
Until a little movie called Avatar: Fire and Ash. Let's go!
Sure. I can't wait.
I'm kidding, but genuinely really excited about that movie.
Yeah, no, it'll definitely get some nominations though, because I remember The Way of Water got more nominations than I was expecting that year.
Dude, that was a good movie.
Yeah,
it was really great. Actually, that was such a fun year at the movies for me, because I watched, when the year that came out, I got to watch several of his movies. And a couple of them in the theater. I got to watch the re-release of Titanic and the re-release of Avatar before they released Way of Water, and then I watched Way of Water.
I rewatched Avatar on the big screen, which was awesome, because the only other time I had seen it before was like on DVD, and like at the time I was like, I don't care about this movie and all this stuff, but
it was a cool one to hate for some reason.
It was I like totally bought into that culture for a long while, but rewatching it on the big screen is awesome. I really wish, speaking of like theaters, The Way of Water is in theaters again this week, but I'm gonna miss it probably. So
I need to try my best to go, because I really do. Anytime that those are in the theater, you got to see them.
Exactly.
And also if they re-release at some point, I'm sure they will, but if you can catch a showing of Titanic on the big screen,
I need to.
Oh man, I'm telling you, even if you already think the movie's great, like it blew me away. It blew me away. Yeah. That movie is I mean, it's great, but the scale of everything was just mind-boggling.
Yeah,
what he accomplished on that movie is insane. It is just insane.
That's so crazy.
James Cameron, never doubt.
Yeah, and all the stories of like stuff that happened on set, like I don't remember what happened, but like a bunch of people got sick because someone like accidentally put a drug in like all this crazy stuff.
Something like that happened. I don't know if it was nefarious or not. I can't remember what happened there, but yeah, I watched the bonus features on it, and I remember them talking about that.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Brian says I watched Avatar on a bootleg, so all the Navi was subtitled in Korean. Bro, you gotta watch that for real. Don't watch that on a bootleg. Yeah. Even watching it at home in HD is not good enough. Like a bootleg,
you have to watch it at least in 4K.
In the theater, you have to watch it in the theater. Like that's where those movies are meant to be seen. And if you're gonna watch it at home, to watch a bootleg. Come on, Brian. Come on. Oh, it's hilarious.
But yeah, are there I guess before we kind of wrap things up, are there any other like movies coming out the rest of the year that you're looking forward to?
For me, it's Avatar and it's The Running Man.
Yeah,
The Running Man looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
And I think easily, I don't think this is close second. My most anticipated movie is Wake Up Dead Man.
Yeah,
that one, Rian Johnson is just like my guy. There's something about the way he makes films. They hit me in all the right ways. And
yeah.
I there's something about it, they just connect with me. And I his Knives Out movies have been great. I think The Glass Onion, I think it's generally not hated or anything like that, but it is generally less loved than the first one, and I do agree with that. But it gets some heat for certain things, and I don't agree with it. It looks great.
Yeah.
It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look like people say it looks like a Netflix movie, and that has a very specific thing. And I'm not saying that doesn't exist. I don't think this looks like it. I think Glass Onion is really, really great, visually, and I think it's not as strong story wise, but I also think it's just doing something way different than the first one did, and I like that we have that. I like that we have that.
I agree.
There's some particular moments where I actually think that it looks stunning. That scene, like in the hall when the lights are off and there's like these flashing lights, but everything's off. There's stuff like that specifically at night. I think the movie just looks incredible to me. I think it looks like a kind of an old school, old fashioned mystery movie kind of. So I don't know. I love Glass Onion. I think Knives Out is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Same.
It is in my top 30 at least. It's so good. And then obviously I love The Last Jedi. You love The Last Jedi. And man, Looper and Brick, the guy just does movies that I just adore. Even Brothers Bloom is his least good one, but it's still good. It's quirky, and Adrian Brody needs to be in more Rian Johnson stuff. I just think he's like made for Rian Johnson movies. I'm surprised he hasn't done a Knives Out. But he is in
Brian just shouted out something amazing. That's exactly what
Oh, you're right. That's a good call. Yeah.
Oh man.
He said actually Knives Out has some very plot important puking in it. That's actually a great call. Yep.
Yeah.
I forgot.
That was one of the films I was thinking of, but I was like, I can't think of what it is. Yeah, I'm definitely super excited for Wake Up Dead Man. I'm super excited.
It's getting incredible reviews too.
Yeah, which has me happy.
Yeah.
To me, Wake Up Dead Man, the premise, the look of it, that's me right there. I'm like this. I love Glass Onion. I don't love it as much as Knives Out.
Same.
But to me, Wake Up Dead Man is like, that's what I want to see from a sequel. But I like that we got Glass Onion. But
I just like that we have the fall vibe one. I like that we have the summer vibe one.
Yeah.
Or like summer vacation in Greece kind of vibe one. And then I like that we have the, the darker, the church cathedral kind of thing too. It's just so they're all so different. I'm excited to have a trilogy of mystery movies that are like you got one for every mood. Basically, it's cool. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I already talked about it a little bit. Marty Supreme is definitely up there on the anticipated list for me. Hearing the buzz, obviously, but even before then, like I was looking forward to it already because I've really loved the Safdie's work so far, and I think that like this one has a lot of potential. The Smashing Machine, I think the premise is great, and I really want to see it. But Marty Supreme sounds like an even more interesting premise to me because it's about table tennis, and I'm like, yeah, go off, go cook up some crazy movie about a guy who's like wanting to be like one of the best table tennis players. that to me is like a Safdie Bros film right there. So I'm really pumped for that. The there's another one. I don't know if it's getting a theatrical release or if it's just going to streaming. I can't really remember. But it's a film that was screened earlier this year called Train Dreams that I've heard is fantastic. And it looks like my kind of movie in terms of like a drama. So that one's definitely high up on my list. Super pumped for Avatar.
I just thought of one that I'm excited for. I want to see Shelby Oaks.
Yes, yeah.
Chris Stuckman.
I need to support my boy Stuckman.
Yeah, I do too. I really want to see it. I really do. Yeah. So and it's getting like good reviews. It sounds it's like a really good movie. So
and it looks like it's gonna be spooky as heck. So yeah. I'm pumped.
I think I'm pumped, but I do want to support him. I really like Chris Stuckman a whole lot.
Yeah, Stuckman is still my favorite YouTuber turned critic. Now he's gonna be my favorite YouTuber turned critic turned filmmaker.
Mm-hmm. I was watching. He did a whole thing on Signs. It's like that's his movie.
Yeah, it is.
And so I was watching that earlier because we were going to talk about it. But
yeah, I
just love how much he loves that movie. It validates all of my feelings.
Oh, so exactly. Much. If we would have actually recorded it tonight, I was actually going to read some of his Letterboxd review because I think it's fantastic.
Yeah. Awesome.
He just has some incredible thoughts on the movie. But yeah, I feel like there's a couple more movies here and there that are escaping me.
Zootopia 2.
Oh yeah,
I actually really like the first one.
I like the first one a lot too. I feel like I haven't heard anything about the sequel.
I haven't either.
I'm probably gonna see Wicked Part 2, but I didn't love the first one.
I need to see the first one still. I'll see it.
I don't hate it. I don't think it's like terrible or anything. I just think that there's a lot of missed potential there, and I also don't like a lot of how it looks visually because it looks very like pristine and not in the way that Wizard of Oz does, because it's like pristine, but at the same time it's very desaturated colors, and I'm like, it looks ugly to me. Like the movie actually looks ugly. The color grading and a lot of the CGI.
It's one of those movies that like when I see again, I haven't seen it yet, but just from the trailers, I was surprised to hear that so much of it was practical because it looks like weird. It looks like CGI, but apparently a lot of it is practical.
Yeah,
it just looks ugly. So I agree. It doesn't particularly.
I think it would look better. I think it would at least look a little better if
on the volume.
Yeah, absolutely. Or AI generated.
Yeah, totally.
If they cranked up the saturation, I think it would look a little better because the Wizard of Oz, I know it's in Technicolor, but it's
beautiful.
You should be going for like super, super vibrant colors like that. And then also like another thing I don't love about it is, and I know that this is based on the play, so it's more or less the play's fault, but I don't like the trend of taking, the character that's the villain, but then you're like, well, Cruella. What if? And it's just like, but the way that Wicked does it, I'm like, I don't like this. It's
an annoying trend. It's like not every villain needs to be like, but here's why, and it's actually good. Like or like this is why you should feel sorry for this villain.
Yeah, and I think there actually could be an interesting way. There could be a more compelling way to do it with Wicked. I feel like I think you could make a story about that character and do it in a way that, I don't know, it just feels a little bit surface level to me. It doesn't feel as interesting as it could be, and I don't love like the portrayal of like some of the other characters. I don't know, but again, I don't hate the movie or anything. I'm gonna probably see the sequel just so I can, finish that. And the trailers so far look more interesting than the first one did to me. Like even visually, it looks a little better. So,
I'm a little surprised too because I actually really liked the movie that the director did, In the Heights. He did the movie version of In the Heights.
Yeah,
I actually thought visually that one looked really good. I really, really enjoyed In the Heights. Actually, it's no Hamilton, but it's very good. And I was a little surprised that this one was so ugly looking. It's so weird looking.
Yeah,
but yeah.
But yeah, I think there's definitely, regardless, though, there's definitely a lot of cool movies to be excited for coming up these next few months, and then next year we're gonna have a lot of great stuff. So I can't wait.
Let's go.
Well,
yeah. But by the way, really quick, Brian said it. Yeah, Cruella de Vil, literally named Cruel Devil, who existed to kill and skin puppies, needed a softening.
Yeah.
And I will say too, I didn't hate the movie. The movie's actually better than I expected it to be. It's actually pretty good. Emma Stone is good, but again, it's just it's the trend. It's the really the principle of the matter. I don't need Cruella de Vil to be a sympathetic character.
Yeah.
In no way does she deserve that. She's the devil. So yeah, anyway. You can do your thing. I just wanted to acknowledge that. That's exactly how I felt.
Yeah, we need to stop the trend. Speaking of things that we should stop, I think it's time to go ahead and wrap up this episode of the podcast. But yeah, this was a ton of fun for doing a very impromptu, quick change of plans movie hangs episode. But that's what these are for.
Yeah.
It's always fun to kind of just keep things a little bit more chill and just chat about movies without necessarily having specific topics. Because I got to chat about all the movies that I've been watching lately and TV shows to length, and you have too. I think that's fun. And we also got some side quests with your son talking about Mario. So he needs your help to defeat Bowser.
He comes up to me and he's like, Dad, she can't do it. She's a girl.
I know. I couldn't believe he said that.
I don't teach him anything like that, just so y'all know. I don't know what that was from. Must be a little friend at school or something.
Probably.
Gosh, man.
Crazy. Anyways, though, that brings us to the end of this episode. Follow us on your favorite streaming platforms. You can find that in the link tree. You can also join our Facebook group there. Chat some movies in the group. And until next time, go support your local theaters, get some concessions, watch all these cool movies that are coming out right now and in the near future, these next few months. I'll try to. But we'll see y'all hopefully next week for Signs, and the rest of the month, spooky movies nonstop. It's going to be fun. We've got some fun ones planned for the month. So look forward to that. We will see y'all later.